So my name is Aeriel. This is Stevo. We're siblings. We started the Sawcast. It's a podcast where we talk about current events, financial literacy, stuff like that. We want to make education for our community. We want to make it entertaining. Mm-hmm. So we want to make it fun. We want to make it, lit. So like that's why we started the podcast. Of course, we started the podcast just yapping. Mm-hmm. It was like, we're going to start a podcast. We just all just talking crazy. So yeah, we've been doing it since 2018. We was not consistent. And I think maybe like a year ago, we was like, we about to be more consistent. Well, I wouldn't even say a year ago. It's probably like November. Yeah. We said about to be more consistent. So then
2.5,
I was like
3.5 months, yeah.
Yeah, our issue was, for me, Steven didn't think it was an issue, but I was like, I think we don't look as professional as I want us to look. Yeah. So then I came and found Hello Studios, and they had the perfect room for us, and I was like, yes. So now all we had to do, come in and sit down. If you don't know, Hello Studios is lit. All you gotta do is come and sit down, do your podcast, leave. They send you the video. So that's amazing. So like, and then they got editing, stuff like that. But I like editing just because it's fun.
Yeah.
But they always give me tips, which they probably shouldn't. But they just like, hey, you should.
No, we love.
Y'all always just give me tips all the time.
We're teachers, sometimes.
So cool.
Students and teachers.
Right.
So yeah, it just makes it so much easier to just come in. Like at first we was like doing it at home, like putting up a background and everything, and it's fine. It looks okay, but here it's like more professional. It's like for real, and people take us more seriously because of Hello Studio. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Thanks for the commercial.
I know,
right.
You know.
Yeah, and this your boy Stevo. If y'all don't know, the more chill half of the Sawcast. Like she said, we started, we was just kicking flavor on the couch like we doing now. Yeah. But it was with the fam, and we just consistently was having like topics that we kept bringing up that were kind of current events and that were just think pieces. So then we just went from there and said like, what we gonna do with it? How we gonna structure it, and then we just said like relevant topics like financial literacy, things of that nature are kind of what we focus on as well. And I honestly like it. One of the best things about it for me is that I get to learn about my guests. Like even family and friends that come on, like we don't have those conversations anymore. Yeah. So that's the part that keeps me going with the podcast, is that I get to learn more and I get to grow more. So yeah. That's
a lot of our guests come on and talk about like the professional things that they do. Yeah. Like, so, with your friends, like we gotta know what our friends do, but like going into depth on like, why did you become that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Why are you doing that? And also showing people that in our community that it's more to just, being Black and being like, you don't have to be a basketball player and all that to be successful. You could be an accountant. We've had accountants, we've had what?
Our friend with 17 jobs on there.
I know, yeah.
She do a little bit of everything.
And then sometimes we'll have like different topics like
budgeting. We had the budgeting.
We had the
debt paying off.
Okay, so like when we try to when we learn some information and stuff that we've actually used to help us, then we'll make a podcast about it and try to put it in some like easy terms for people to understand. Yeah. So
nice. Well, speaking of,
sure.
Business, professional life. Y'all are in tech?
Yes, we are tech. Yeah,
Is that money driven or passion driven?
Good question. You want to go first?
So I go first on that. For me, honestly, it's a little bit of both. Because like I said, I like learning, and then like technology is like here. It's not going anywhere, and it's challenging. Right? So you always got something to do. It's always something else to learn. And I think that that's the reason why I went to IT. And then also, when I was younger, for sure, I definitely looked it up with the money tip. I was like, you can make a little bread and be cool. So I did it on that aspect as well. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me comfortable. You can be comfortable. So that's kind of where I went about that with IT. And then now it's kind of like adjusting to the times and kind of updating like what's relevant now and then going towards that. So
for me, IT was definitely at first when I first went to college, I wanted to do business. only. But then I started looking at the aspects, like, that was like, what, 10, 15 years ago? I was like, they was like, you probably won't make as much money just doing business alone.
Yeah.
So I was like problem solving, and so I found out that that's basically what IT was. And I love IT. I like gadgets and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So that's why I ended up doing IT, but I always had like a certificate in business. So yeah, so I got my bachelor's in IT, and then I went and got my master's in business because I still had that business in me. But yeah, and then with IT and business is like hand in hand. Like you can't really, and then I make a lot of in my career, a lot of things that I do is like make my all the businesses that I work with, I make their lives easier with IT. Mm-hmm. So that was just merging them together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do people know that y'all are siblings? Do y'all get that?
Man.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Okay,
I think we look alike. I think we both.
Older.
To me, I be like, we orange.
She's older.
So like, I'm like, we the same kind of color.
Orange,
yeah.
Orange, red.
Yeah,
You know
like we got the same type of color.
A little bit more red because the sun been out a little bit.
Yeah, so people normally don't. Sometimes I try to throw out there, hey, brother.
She always said, brother. I'm like, yeah, sis.
But when people are together, they say, y'all starting to look alike. So I don't even think like...
That's, girl.
You know? They don't even make the difference in that. So, I mean, I get that with my brother too. Because he's like 4 years younger than me. But when we go out to a restaurant, it's like iffy. I'm like, y'all are like...
Yeah, we don't do weird. We don't do stuff to touch each other.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, we like sit there. I don't know.
So I gather they don't get it. They don't get that you're siblings.
No.
Sometimes no.
A lot of times no. A lot of times.
And we are like 2 years apart. So
yeah. It's funny because I found out you call him your baby brother.
Yes.
And he does not like that.
No, I call him my little baby brother, and my friends like every time I introduce him, they be like, how many siblings you got? I'm like, I got a little baby brother. They be like, how old is he? I'm like, 30. Like, all right. That's not your little baby brother.